So that's sort of on my agenda for now. There is also
Yeah.
Mr. Show, which I have been getting into. Have you heard of Mr. Show, James?
Oh, you mentioned it to me that like Bob Odenkirk's a part of.
Yeah, there's basically Bob Odenkirk and David Cross. Do you know who David Cross is, James? Because obviously you know who Bob Odenkirk is, the actor for Better Call Saul, Saul Goodman. Do you know David Cross? He's pretty well known.
Gee, he's that guy in the Chipmunks movies.
the chipmunk,
David.
the Chipmunks movie, Alvin and the Chipmunks. No, you're right though, he is.
Nice.
Huh?
Yeah, I remember being really obsessed with those movies, to be honest.
Yeah, David Cross is
The ch-
basically
the ch-
that villain. What's his name? Ian, I'm pretty sure it is. Ian something. And
I
Alvin and the
forgot.
Chipmunks. And yeah, he's
Don't know if I've
basically
even.
basically this evil guy that steals the chipmunks and that kind of thing. And you'll definitely his voice is actually more recognizable than his face. Like he's got a really recognizable voice. Just something about it. And I instantly recognised him the moment I started watching Mr. Show, because I think Alvin and the Chipmunks was made in like what late 2000s, and Mr. Show was
Yeah.
made in like the 80s. I'm pretty sure it was, and so he has grown a lot since Mr. Show and Alvin and the Chipmunks, but I still did recognise his voice.
Where did you even watch this? Where did you even watch Mr. Show?
An
Where did you
illegal
find it?
pirating website, if you'd really like to know, James. Oh no, I think I'm gonna have the FBI come to my house now. I shouldn't have even mentioned that.
Well, Phoenix does watch that.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, Mr. Show isn't really available anywhere. I don't think it's available on, like, Netflix and Disney Plus and Neon and that kind of thing, so I don't actually have that much of a choice but to watch it on, a piracy website, because, like, where else can I watch it, you know? There's nowhere else to
Yeah.
watch Mr. Show, so I don't
I
really
mean,
have
there's
a
probably
choice.
only like clips on.
Yeah, there'll be
There's probably
clips,
only
but
clips on YouTube.
yeah, but no full episodes or anything like that. So I sort of don't really have a choice
Yeah.
but to watch it on a piracy website. It's their own fault for not putting it on some sort of streaming service. I mean, it is most likely on DVD, but no, I'm not going to bother going round to the warehouse and whatnot and try to find the DVDs for it, you know? That
Fair
DVD is old news at this point.
True. It's the old way of watching things, I suppose.
Yeah. I still do have quite the DVD collection, but I don't go around and buy DVDs these days, you know?
Yeah, there
I've
used to be this
obviously
thing
still
called
got a DVD
Blockbuster.
player and that kind of thing, but yeah, there's just no point. And do you remember
Yeah.
United Video?
Yeah,
Yeah, the DVD
Blockbuster.
renting store. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I wasn't around when that was.
Yeah, well, you probably have something similar in Scotland, I'm guessing, a DVD rental store, but basically, I
Probably.
remember, like, 5 years, well, over 5 years ago at this point, every week we used to go to United Video and rent out a movie, because we didn't really have streaming services back then, you know? Well, I mean, there was still
Right.
Netflix and Neon and that kind of thing, but it's nowhere near as big as it is today. So, actually, it was more than 5 years ago. It was probably about 8 years ago at this point. But, yeah, every week we just went down to United Video and just rented out a DVD, and, yeah.
I'm not actually sure what else we can talk about because we've talked about quite a lot already.
Yeah, I mean, we sort of talked about my American trip, and